Well, good morning from western Utah. We are not far from the Nevada border and have just had an absolute blast on this trip, seeing amazing places, a ton of wild horses. Oh my gosh, wild horses, pronghorn antelope, some donkeys. We've seen so much wildlife on this trip. The agenda for today is all we got to do is lower the roof and we're ready to go. But we're going to continue on through western Utah. We will cross into central eastern Nevada, and I suspect find camp somewhere in that area, somewhere south of Ely. Is the expected outcome. We'll see how that goes. Nothing ever goes exactly to plan, right? So yeah, just come along with us. And we're going to go see what we can find. Just see what amazing things we can find, things we can experience. That's the goal today. So come along with us. All right. Y'all ready? Oh, y'all ready? Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Let's go see what we can find. This little exit was super sketch when I was doing it as an entrance. It's because it is more off camber. That's not bad. Whee! Okay. Everything's different in this truck. Everything. Well, the route that we're following is called the Great Basin Heritage Trail. If you haven't seen the previous videos of that and how we got to here, highly recommend that you do that. It'll give you a lot more context to what we're doing. But you gotta come back and watch this one. The amount of trails that are available in Nevada and Utah on the Forest Service and BLM lands is just overwhelming. Like, there's just so much. And I want to go explore all of it. And in the future, I hope to. In the future, hopefully we can find an epic place to camp in the Rossmonster, then take off in the Jeep to go explore all the nooks and crannies and see what we can find. That's the goal. I just want to see it all. I know that's not realistic, but I want to see it all. Look. Antelope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're so beautiful. I love all these wildflowers on the sides of the road. It just makes it so beautiful. What I don't know is, why are there not any wildflowers out there? There's no wildflowers out in the wild out there.
The stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. How come the trees get undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes? Until winter comes? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
I've seen that whatever that building and that tower is in the distance ever since we started this morning. And I'm really curious what that is. Based on how long and straight this road is, we may find out. Well, thanks to the combination of Starlink and Google, that is the IPP Intermountain Power Plant. Whatever that means. Alright, about to dump out on highway for just a minute, but I was scanning the map and there's a couple detours I want to take. One is a hot spring. That's, I mean, on the map it indicates like there's like a bathroom there, and so it's like a legit hot spring. And it's just that way. And then there's a memorial or some museum or something not far from here that's a Japanese internment camp during World War II. So I don't know much about that. I want to go check that out. All right, the hot spring is about 6 miles-ish down this road, which is appropriately called Baker Hot Springs Road. So I suspect there's the hot spring on this road. At least there better be. So far, we have not had much luck on this whole trip finding a legit good hot spring. We found some hot springs that have been really, really hot, but not like not soakable. Well, apparently over here by the hot spring, we have a lava field. That makes sense. Nice campsite here. Let's go take a look. Okay, well, this may be one of the coolest hot springs I've ever seen. It's like individual little tubs. Oh, that's like a hot bath. Wow. Let's see if they get cooler as you go. Oh, okay, this is cold. This is a cool bath. Okay, that's weird. What is this? That's warm. That's warm. Okay, what's this one? This one's warm. So we have a hot, a cold, and a warm. That's so cool. So you can just kind of move from one to the other. Apparently this is, yeah, that's the hot water. Where does that come from? Oh, wow. Looks like it's coming from over there. This is a big hot spring. All right, this one's way cool. This is probably the neatest hot spring I've ever been to. I'm not gonna get in, but I'm definitely gonna mark it on the map as a place to come back to in the future. This is way cool, and there's plenty of camping here. This is awesome. I drove down just a little bit farther. Was over there because I wanted to find more of the sources of the hot spring. Look at this salt layer. Oh, that's wild. Let's see what this is like. Warm bath water. Wow, this is a big area. There's more over here. I'm a little nervous. Oh no, it's firm. Okay, a little hotter here, but still nice bath water. This is so cool. Like there's little pockets all over. I haven't found any actual like source of water coming up. I don't know, maybe there's not. There's fish in here. Okay, a little cooler over here. I'm new to this whole hot spring thing, and it fascinates me. Ooh, what's this? I don't think I can reach that. Maybe. That's kind of weird. Oh, that's real hot. Ow! That's real hot. Okay, so clearly somewhere here is a source. Look at this. Look at this weird. Look at this. It's like alien goo. It's like so weird. It's so weird. Yeah, that's ow. That's real hot. Can you walk on this? Ish. Whoa. Okay, see now that's cold. Well, not cold, like lukewarm. That's real hot. This is too cold to take a bath in. What the heck? This is cool. I could stay here just walking around exploring all day, but I'm not. But I want to come back. I want to bring Kara here. And I'll go soak in the hot tubs. And just relax. I can see this place get pretty busy on the weekends. But this is way cool. I'm glad I took the detour. Alright, well that was super cool. I'm definitely going to come back to that in the future. There's a ton of campsites along this road. I mean, not awesome campsites because they were just off the road. But let me say there would probably be traffic, but still. Next stop, actually, it's just kind of straight across the highway. I'm gonna go see what this little internment camp. I don't know if it's a memorial or remnants or what, but I'll go find out. another little spot you can just kind of pull over and camp. If you just need a place to rest for the night, that'd work. Obviously, I'm not there yet, but I know it's over to the left, kind of at 11 o'clock-ish. And I gotta say, that doesn't look like a very pleasant place to have an internment camp. Especially in the summertime. Like, I hope they had air conditioning. But this is just this side of that highway back there is just a wasteland. I mean, you could at least put them in the mountains. Someplace pretty. I don't know, we'll see. Well, apparently it's a plaque. A plaque and a flag. Apparently a plaque, a flag, and a pile of rocks. The Topaz Internment Camp. Over 120,000 Japanese Americans, 2/3 of whom are U.S. citizens, uprooted from their West Coast homes and incarcerated by their own government. Not our finest point in history. So that's what it looked like out here. I mean, at least they had a view of the mountains, I guess. But they are just on dirt. Just dirt in the middle of the desert. It was Utah's 5th largest city at the time. That's crazy. That was actually mildly depressing that we would do that. And this is why I have a problem with people. Wow, and here's the crazy thing. There was the 100th Battalion in the Army, formed later during the war, was made up entirely of young Japanese Americans that came from the internment camps. And they ended up being the most decorated battalion of the war in the Army. Like, I mean, that says so much about those young men. After being imprisoned because they were of Japanese heritage, even though they were American citizens, to then volunteer to fight in the war. That's wow. Alright, I should be hopping off on pavement soon. There's a little town not far from here with a couple gas stations. I am just under half a tank. Still got 285 miles. That's crazy. But probably go ahead and top off. Air the tires back up to highway speeds. Well, actually, wait, how many highway miles? I don't have a lot of highway miles. I'm not going to air back up. Because then, well, we'll dump back off and go explore a cool mountain range, I think, before crossing into Nevada. Welcome to the town of Delta, Utah. They have a very wide main street. Well, after scanning the Gaia Overland layer, I love that it has like all the gas stations and stuff built into the layer. Because just a little scan through town, notice that there is a Maverick on the other side of town. I'm always going to stop at a Maverick. And I'm hungry. And they have good food. All right, mission successful. Most important thing, icy. This is the 4th Maverick I've been to on this trip. 5th, I think. First time I've been able to get it icy. It's tragic. Absolutely tragic. And then pizza. Maverick actually has good pizza. Where my napkins go? Don't die. There we go. That's pretty good. All right, let's get off this highway and into those mountains. That is where I want to be. What do we got? You dig fossils. Trilobite Quarry, 20 miles. All right. Oh, this is going to be one of those roads, I can already tell. A road like this in Nevada would be just smooth as glass. Not in Utah. Utah, they're awful. I don't know why. Right over there in those mountains. That's where I want to be, and that's where I'm going. Here's what is blowing me away the most about the Rossmonster. And that is the fuel range. Like, this thing gets 3 times the range that my Gladiator does, which is mind-blowing. Filled up back there. Been driving for a little while. 634 mile range right now. Now, granted, the fuel tank is a lot bigger. 48 gallons, I think. But still, the fuel mileage, the miles per gallon, is also better in this by a couple. So that's wild. I mean, we can just take off in this thing, 40 gallons of water, all the batteries and solars, 600 mile range. We can just go. We can just go. Now, the range isn't that good when we're towing one of the Jeeps. It's like, I mean, even still, it's like over 500 miles when we're towing a Jeep behind us. So, it's crazy. I love it. It is quite cool coming out of that canyon to this massive, expansive view. I just absolutely love this. Of the last, what did he, 4 or 5 days, my favorite thing about this whole Great Basin range that spans from basically Reno, Nevada, almost to Salt Lake City. It's massive, is the variety. Because you go from these wide open valleys, the basins, into the mountains, and each mountain range has been just a little bit different. Tight canyons to massive openness. It's just, I mean, it's so cool. And it's so different. I have had an absolute blast exploring this area. And it's massive. Like I said, from Reno to Salt Lake City almost is the Great Basin region. I mean, that is just huge. Painter Spring. Well, it's on a sign. Let's go see this spring. Which way is the spring? To the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Well, this looks interesting. Go 4 low. Let's see how this does. Piece of cake. These rock formations are so cool. Looks like blobs of wet sand were dropped from the sky. Excuse me, Mr. Boulder, but you are kind of in my way. I cannot get around that. Oh. Yep. Definitely not gonna try going around that without a spotter. Now I get to back up. That'll be fun. There is a spot for me to turn around, just maybe 20 yards behind me. Just don't like how narrow this road is. Don't like it at all. It was fun when I was going forward. Not a fan of the backwards. Staying far to the driver's side. All right, I like that. I like that distance. I like that distance, that's good. Probably a little too far, driver. All right, almost to my turn off. And go. Nice wide spot here. Nice big place to back in. All right, did it. I would say 4 out of 10. Not my favorite. Bummed I didn't get to see the spring. Real happy that we're all good. Made it back down. We shall carry on. I mean, that is one of the drawbacks to, having a truck this big. There's just places you can't fit. I mean, my Gladiator, I could have zipped right through there. But, I mean, I would have been still real close to the rock, but I could have fit. It's just part of it. It's okay. I have to come back with Jeep in tow and then go see the spring. And then my luck, it'll probably be dry. Although there was a lot of really dark green vegetation up there, so I suspect the spring is legit. There was evidence. But considering the miles I've put on this trip, working every day on this trip, really glad that I'm in Upton instead of Sully for this trip. Different trips require different tools, and this was the perfect tool for this one. Now out of this valley and into this mountain range. Let's go. It's so wild how each little mountain range that you crisscross through is different. This one is got a lot of these just kind of little rock bluffs and steps and stuff. The other one had looked like the wet sand dropped from the sky formations, and they're literally just maybe a mile apart, maybe 2 miles apart at most. But they're very different. Well, we just kind of came over that little mountain range, and now we're in this gorgeous valley. It's called the Sheepman's Little Valley. I was just thinking, as I was coming through that little mountain pass back there, if I had brought the Gladiator out here, I would be doing this exact same thing. Like I would have picked this exact same route, but I would have done it in the Gladiator instead of the Rossmonster. Does anybody care what I'm driving? Like, is it more interesting because I'm driving a Jeep or because I'm driving a big full-size truck? Like, I know people have their preferences, but does it matter? I hope it doesn't matter. I hope you watch the channel because of the places we take you, the things we talk about, sometimes the stuff we get into. I mean, we never know what we're getting into, and how we overcome those things. So, I mean, the only difference on this trip, if I brought the Gladiator instead of Upton, would be 1, more frequent gas stops, and 2, I wouldn't have had to backtrack around that boulder. There's probably some mud holes I would have punched through a couple days ago in Nevada. I probably would have just punched through some mud holes. But it wouldn't have been a smart idea. Anyway, I'm just curious. These are the things we wonder, especially when you go from a very established Jeep channel, or I've always said we're not a Jeep channel, but we drive Jeeps, but a very established Gladiator, vehicle channel, to now we've got this. I don't know. Let me know. Tell me in the comments. All right, time to hop on Highway 50 for just a little bit. cross over into Nevada, and then find camp. Goodbye, Utah. Welcome to Nevada. I'm really shocked there's not a casino here. I'm like really shocked. They're missing an opportunity. Right out there to the left is Great Basin National Park. Karen and I went through there last year, and oddly enough, it is most famous for a cave, not a basin. We did not go in the cave. We went up the mountain. But yeah, it's more about a cave than a basin. All right, here to the left is apparently an old ghost town. So I love a ghost town. The Osceola Ghost Town. And it also kind of cuts off a section of Highway 50. Sacramento Pass Recreation Area. Oh, what a lovely little place. Nice little spot. We've got some Osceola Town mining remnants over there. And I hear a marmot. Some old building over here on private property. Well, I guess this is the best view you get, because that's private property and there's not really any major roads that go down there. Looks like the big building down there is still in good shape. Yep, access to the old mining town down there is gated off. That's not cool. I took a wrong turn. But I can get back to where I need to be, I think. Certainly not backing up. Alright, we're gonna hop back on the highway and find camp in those mountains. Shouldn't take too long. I'm pumped about this area, and I really hope I find camp up there where I expect to find camp, because it's at like 7,500 feet, and so temps should be awesome. Okay, unfortunately this video is coming to an abrupt end. There's supposed to be dispersed camping somewhere around here, and I cannot find it. And on top of that, Kara just called and is having issues with her Jeep. We think it's one of the batteries going bad, possibly the CAN bus. So, and she's calling right now. Hold, please. Hey, babe. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Hey. Matt.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, Rob's here.
Okay, good. Did you see my text from Paul?
Yeah, I just read it to him, and he's wondering which one.
Okay, well, does he have the glove box removed?
Yeah.
Okay. He said just all those connection in the CAN bus, remove each one of them and reseat it. Yeah, Paul said this has happened on his Jeep and his brother's Jeep.
Really? Okay.
But I don't understand, why.
The CAN buses can just go bad. I mean, connections can go loose, especially with all the, you know, the off-road driving.
So how do you, like, if he reseats them and they all go back in just fine, then how do you? I guess you just take it to the shop and see if they can run a test to find out which one's bad. If it is,
I would just go to an auto parts store and buy a whole new CAN bus. Let me take the dog's potty and get out of here, and I'm gonna start heading that direction.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. You know, let's see if we can get it started. It's so weird. This.
All right. Let me get out of here, and
Okay.
I'll call you back once I'm out of here.
All right.
All right. And try to check the rest of those CAN bus connections.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get them out.
All right.
All right.
Bye. So yeah, so that's going on, and I'm about 4 hours away. So I'm bailing, and I'll let you know in the next video, which will be, if you're watching this when this comes out, it'll be next week. But I'll let you know what's going on. But if you would, you know, like, subscribe, check out the Patreon link in the description if you like the channel and you want to consider supporting us, get access to special events, special content, all of our GPS data, and for all of our merchandise, go to shopoverlandapparel.com. Wish me luck. See you next time. Bye.